Hi friends, it's Alice in Wonderland here, and I am trying something new. I know I usually do pick a card readings for the new moon, and I've always wanted to do something for the full moon as well. I know we used to do pick a card readings for the full moon at one point in time, but kind of stopped doing that because I wanted to put the emphasis on setting intentions on the new moon, and then celebrating on the full moon. So that's why we do live videos for the full moon. But I just thought I'd try this out. So this is not a pick a card reading, but it's going to be um, kind of predictions for the next few weeks of this moon cycle, for every zodiac sign. And I'd like to recommend to you to look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So in the description box below, there is going to be timestamps for every zodiac sign, all 12. And so I want you to pick out your sun, moon, and rising and watch all three of those clips, to kind of get the feel for the particular energy for you. I'm hoping that this will be kind of like a more specific reading for you as an individual, because you're watching three different readings and kind of combining all of that information together. Whereas the new moon pick a card readings are usually just more a general collective sort of basis. So I'm just trying this out. I don't know if it's something that I'm going to be doing for every full moon, but I don't know. We're just going to try it out and see how it works. So let me know in the comments if this is something that you would like to see happening every month, and I will do my best to figure out how to make that work for my schedule. Before I jump into the readings, I would like to kind of give you if you've been kind of thinking about getting the Just a Phase Moon Planner, I just kind of wanted to let you get a glimpse of what the setup looks like for 2021, and just in case you're interested for 2022. So we have this long description or information about the full moon in Gemini. There's also some journaling questions here at the bottom, and we're mostly at this point in time in the planner, we're mostly looking at reflection. So we're looking back at the entire year, and I've broken it down into seasons, kind of like a self-evaluation of how you feel specifically during each season, as well as each moon phase. So go back and look at your mood trackers for each moon phase and kind of tally and see if you recognize any patterns, if there's like a specific time of year that you feel more productive versus a particular time of year when you feel like you need more rest and you need more downtime. So this is going to help us kind of plan things for next year, as this is the last full moon of this year, and we're making our way into getting started with the 2022 Just a Phase Moon Planner. If you haven't ordered already, I still have some copies left. So if you're thinking about it, go ahead and jump in there. I can't guarantee that there will be shipment in time for Christmas, but treat yourself, buy something for yourself, and you will certainly get it within time to start for the new year. Because the next new moon will be January 2nd, and that's only a few weeks away. So certainly order that if you have been contemplating it, and I will be doing a live stream. If you have your 2022 planner, if you have your 2021 planner, if you don't have a 2021 planner, I'm going to provide this in our private Facebook group so that you can print it out yourself and still do some reflection, even if you might not have the mood trackers to look back on, but it'll just be something fun. We'll be live streaming, and we can do that together, and you can ask questions and kind of ask anything if you're confused, or just to share, to see, like, maybe there's somebody else who's like, yeah, on the full moon I have really low energy. So like you'll kind of see that, like, you're not the only one that feels this way, and it'll might help to communicate with other people to see how your cycle ebbs and flows compared to others. Um, so that's the great thing about joining the Facebook group, is I really want it to be a place where people can kind of like share and reflect and like, hey, what do you think about this? Or I'm feeling like, um, I know it's a very personal and intimate thing to be talking about our cycles and our moods, or we're programmed in society to always be on and to be happy, and our automatic response to how are you is, oh, I'm great, how are you? But really, are you great all the time? So I want this to be a safe space for you to come even if you're not feeling your best, and to get help and support, and to get into flow with your cycle. So we'll be live streaming. It'll be like moon planning, and then I'm hoping to do some crafting. We can wreck our covers together. These are the decks that I will be using today for today's readings. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some crafting. So bring your craft supplies, and if you got the misprinted cover, come with that and wreck your cover with me. That will be live streaming on Twitch, so I will put a link for that in the description box below. But yeah, let's just jump into the readings. Hi Aries, happy full moon. We've got lots of interesting cards to pick through today. Just for the sake of saving time, I picked these cards early or before filming, just to see if I needed to read any information from the books, just to save time for the actual viewing of this, because you will have two other videos or two other clips to watch. So for the sake of saving time, I've already, if we were shuffling, we'd be here. Like if I was shuffling on camera, we'd be here all day probably. So let's just jump into it. So your first card we have here is this beautiful rabbit that is representing spring and see your seeds grow. So these cards I specifically asked for the Gemini full moon and the rest of this moon cycle. So it looks like you are being asked to plant some seeds if you haven't already, and take action on some sort of idea. We also have the fire guardian come through for you that says ignite your passions. So this makes me feel like it's some sort of creative project that you should be taking action on. This can also be like the full moon is the time to celebrate things that you have already accomplished. So maybe celebrating some seeds that you have planted and you're starting to take those first steps of action. And then we also have broken arrow, and it asks you to embrace the energy of peace. So all three of these cards together kind of brought to mind for me, maybe possibly like you've got something that you've been working on, you're really passionate about it. This could be a person, because this card does specifically speak to things that rise desire within you. So passion and desire is the key word for this card here. But because it's combined with the spring card, I feel like it's some sort of creative project that you might be working on. So with the broken arrow thrown in here too, the message that I was getting is that like you've got something that you're really passionate about that you're working on that maybe not everybody in your life agrees about or even knows about. So maybe this is something that you've kept to yourself, and you might, like, because the holidays are coming up within the next few weeks, maybe you're going back to your family and they're like, what are you doing? Like, that's like, art's not a real job. Like I don't know. Like, I just don't argue with them. It doesn't matter if you are passionate about this, like you are being called to do this thing, whatever this creative, passionate thing is. Put down the arrows. Don't argue about it. If somebody is opposing you, just, that's them. They are projecting their fears and worries onto you, and that has nothing to do with you. You love this thing, you're passionate about it, and this spread is also very Aries energy too. Because as being an Aries, either sun, moon, or rising sign, can tend to be kind of aggressive and angry if if someone is opposing them. So you're just being asked to keep your fire in check and channel it into this creative thing that you are passionate about. Don't worry about arguing. Just put your sword down, put your arrow down. Just channel all that fire energy into being creative and productive. We also have the fixed moon card come up for you, and I had to read from the book for this one, so I will do that for you as well, because I wasn't even really sure what the fixed moon is. So hey, we're still learning here. It says there are two main possibilities for this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. So this makes me feel like you just need to. This is the creative path that you are supposed to go on. Stay firm. Keep your feet on the ground. Don't worry about what anybody else is saying. The second, very different interpretation is that something is stuck. That could be. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. So. This could be, if it's not somebody that is opposing you, this could be that you are opposing yourself, and maybe you should stop beating yourself up about it and just take the action, because you are being told to use the spring energy, which is your season. Channel your Aries energy and spring energy into this thing. It will help you get unstuck, and it will help you just have a clear path without anybody else's negative thoughts distracting you. We also got the freedom of expression chakra card for you. Banish fear of judgment now. Let it constrict you no longer. Know that the expression of your highest truth is protected and supported by spirit. Speak your authentic wisdom with conviction and courage. Rest assured that doing so will bring you to where you are meant to be. Share your truths from a place of loving compassion, so your words land with the intention you use to compose them. This is a throat chakra card. The crystal is lazulite and the herb is chamomile. So this kind of goes along with the broken arrow thing. Speak your truth, but not in an aggressive, defensive sort of way. Because the full moon is in Gemini, this is going to give us a lot of opportunities to express ourselves rationally, authentically, and with grounded wisdom, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of communication. So things are going, when you are saying things, well, first of all, there's going to be a lot of talk going on. Like people, this energy is going to make us want to talk. So just remember to use your words wisely, and use this Gemini energy to express yourself articulately, compassionately, so that you're not picking up your sword and fighting. Just freedom of expression, authentic truth. This last keyword we have is woods. So that makes me feel like you need to be expressing yourself from a grounded standpoint, not from this fiery Aries kind of standpoint that you usually have. Get yourself grounded. If you are in a confrontation, take a few deep breaths, get yourself grounded so that you're able to express yourself without like picking up the sword and fighting. Be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. Oh, I don't know if I even read the keyword. Did I read the keyword? The broken arrow, embrace energy of peace. So these two go together very well. Be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. Gemini energy is a little bit mysterious because they're the twins. They have that duality standpoint. So I think you're, for the next few weeks, maybe tying up loose ends of things that you started on the full moon, hopefully related to this creative, fiery, passionate project that you have. And expressing yourself from a grounded standpoint, not from a fiery, fighty, defensive standpoint. So I hope you have a happy full moon. Check out the all three of your big three, sun, moon, and rising sign, and I would love to hear what you think in the description below. Thank you so much. I hope to see you next time. Hello, Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Happy full moon and Gemini. I'm just going to jump right into these cards. The first one we have here is the Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. Next one we have here is Great Teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. And Stag. Trust and thrive. So just, well, I'll introduce all the cards and then we'll jump into all the information. So this is South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. I'll get into these two afterwards. Okay. So the message that I'm kind of getting here, and so far it's been kind of consistent with the last Aries reading as well. I think that we are going to be presented with situations within the next few weeks due to the holidays, of some sort of confrontation, maybe because like you're going back home and you're surrounded by family that maybe you haven't seen in a while. Collectively, we have all grown and expanded and are, I think for the most part, trying to get to this place of being the best selves that we can be. But sometimes when you go back to visiting with longtime friends or longtime family, we kind of maybe regress a little bit. We kind of fall back into those old habits. And I think that's why the South Node card is coming into play here. Typically, the South Node is your comfort zone. It's also experiences that from past lives. So that's why it's comfortable. Like we know this, we've already been there. So it's things that like we always fall back on when things maybe get conflictive or hard or difficult. We tend to fall back into that South Node. But in this lifetime, we need to be aiming towards our North Node. And that is usually the complete opposite energy of your South Node. So it's out of your comfort zone. It makes you uncomfortable. So I think if you are having to go back home and you might find yourself kind of regressing into the way you used to be as a child, this reading is reminding us to drop our shields and not to like take the higher road, to not be the one that instigate things, or just not like, you're being asked to just like, even if you need like this specific position that she is in right now. I do this a lot. Like if I feel that someone is projecting things on me, I will literally like hold my hand up and like say no. I'm not like talk to the hand. I don't know if anyone remembers that saying, like, this isn't mine, this is yours. And I find that doing this motion does, even if you're doing it silent, like you can't even see me because I'm off camera, but like if you just kind of like hold your hand, or even standing like this, or protecting yourself like this, you're not taking that energy into yourself. So with the last reading, and I think with this reading, I think we're going to be presented with situations that might make our defenses go high. Oh yeah, and I wanted to read specifically, I think this is interesting because we talk about shielding and protecting all the time, but I love that this card says specifically, she will help you drop your fear-based shields and move into a loving and protective force field that will keep you safe but allow your gifts to shine out. So a lot of times, like, we put on these layers of protection, and the problem with having that much protection is that you're not allowing good things to come into you either. So allowing yourself to be open, but to still have this shield of allowing things to come in, but also making sure that the negative energies are staying out. This just makes me feel like there will be some regression for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I think that that you're the great spiritual teacher. I feel like you have grown, you have evolved. You're not the same person that you were 2 years ago. I think a lot of us aren't the same person that we were 2 years ago. So remembering that by staying true to yourself, you can set an example for everyone around you, and not just fall back into that old way of being. And Stag is also asking you to trust and thrive. The Stag spirit can stand their ground. They have these strong hooves and they have these antlers of protection, but there's not this entire wall around them. They're able to defend themselves and protect themselves. So there is this, like, you're asking to protect yourself, but not to not be fighting. I think is you're supposed to set the example. You are the teacher. You are setting the example for those around you so that you don't fall back into that regressive state. Sacred Serenity is your chakra card. It says infinite peace into this moment. Oh, invite peace into this moment and let it permeate your entire being. Choose serenity, especially in moments of stress. Align with an energy stream of allowance and ease, where you allow everything to be simply as it is right now, without judgment or regret. Peace is your birthright. When you soften into serenity, you can also give others permission to do the same. Become the living example of angelic peace that you wish to experience. This is a crown chakra card. The crystal is lepidolite and the herb is St. John's wort. And your keyword for this reading is clearing, make room for growth. I think those with Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising have grown a lot over the last 2 years, and being presented with our past, our loved ones, or people that have known us for a really long time, is going to, like, maybe give us opportunities to regress, but you are needing to shed that skin. So using the next 2 weeks of the waning moon cycle is to release that old self. Like, you are going to emerge this brand new version of yourself, and it's divinely guided. You are being asked to do this and to not regress and to choose peace as the only option. The Gemini energy gives us the opportunity to speak truly and communicate authentically, and tap into that energy. If you are in a conflict, tap into that Gemini energy that communicates eloquently, so that your point is across without being too defensive. Make sure to check all 3 of your readings, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And thank you so much, and I hope you have a happy full moon and a happy holiday. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I have a feeling that this is going to be some really big, a really big moon for all of you. Let's just jump into the cards and see if any of this resonates with you. I think that I think Gemini specifically has been experiencing probably a very deep shadow season, And I think that this full moon is going to be kind of like a turning point. Yeah, let's just, so the first card we have here is the Star Ancestor. Follow your voice and your soul. The next one we have is Winter. Take care of your needs. The other one we have is Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. The moon card we have is Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. This is a new moon in Taurus card. We'll jump into these cards afterwards. So I think that this is a really big shift for those with Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This card can represent you being a star seed, being a light being, a star being, and possibly this moon will be, or you have been kind of awakening to this knowledge and getting to know this knowledge and understanding this knowledge more, remembering. This card can also represent that you have star beings as guardians and guides. So I think for Gemini in general, you are being called to follow your soul path. You've maybe just recently discovered your soul path, and you're excited about it, and you're so excited to finally find this wisdom and find this path. But the thing is, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon or whatever. You need to take time to conserve your energy. I can feel this excitement within you. And also maybe just feeling the pressure, like I've got to get going on this, or it's like going to go away. Your soul path isn't going to go away. It's like, or you're going to miss your opportunity or whatever. Because you are being asked with this winter card to take care of your needs. Wintertime is a time of hibernation, a time of going within, resting and reflecting. And it's really important to recognize, especially as a society, that the rest part is just as important as the action part of your journey. It's so important. If you don't have enough energy to complete your journey, you're probably not going to complete your journey. So it's important to take time to rest and reflect. I feel like this entire month of December has been a very resting and reflective time. So I'd like to encourage you to do that. It doesn't mean that your soul path is going to disappear. It doesn't mean that this thing that you are aiming towards is going to disappear. And the Shaolin Master also comes in to remind you that sometimes slow and steady, graceful in movement and action, that is going to get you to the finish line. Let me see if there was any other key messages for him. Slow and steady, breathe and flow, take a gentler approach. I think collectively we are going to begin to shift into this energy and realize that we can't keep go all the time. We have to rest. We have to reflect so that we are able to get a clearer vision and able to move forward. Learning to adapt to a situation and tap into the energy running through your body and preserve it in order to release it at the right moment. It also teaches subtlety because when you are too forceful, you use too much energy, and then you may not be supportive of what you are working on. The Shaolin Master, like a monk, has respect for all things. He is disciplined and guided by his art and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. There is this kind of collective sense, at least for all the readings so far, that we are going to be presented with some sort of conflictive situations, and we're asked to like put up our shields, protect ourselves, defend ourselves, but not in an aggressive sort of just like, that's not for me. And like recognizing that whatever that conflict is somebody else's fears being projected on you. That has been like the collective kind of sense so far. So if you are presented with a conflict situation, you're being asked to lie down and hibernate and conserve your energy. By doing this, I think that prosperity lies ahead, abundance lies ahead for you if you're able to conserve your energy and you use it at the right moments. Oh yeah, and the violet flame came up for you, so this is also kind of a protective kind of energy. The violet flame of spiritual protection surrounds you always. You are intimately connected with the divine. You can safely release any addictions that no longer serve you. Your angels are right here to help you reclaim your true power and protect you from harm. Know and feel that you are receiving and emanating the violet ray of compassion, mercy, and purification, which blesses the entire universe. This is a crown chakra card. The crystal is amethyst, and the herb is gotu kola. So maybe working with some amethyst will help you. It will help you connect to your star ancestors and your guides. It's also going to give you the wisdom and figuring out that wisdom while you're hibernating will help you figure out your next action plans when you're ready to take action. The key word for you is resilient. Stay as strong as an evergreen tree. So I think you are just being asked to pause and conserve your energy so that whenever you're ready to take action, you will be resilient enough to be able to do that. I hope you have a happy full moon, Gemini people. I think this is going to be a big one for you. Comment below and let me know how your full moon is going. Thank you so much. Hello, my Cancer babies. Happy full moon in Gemini. I'm really excited for this particular reading here because I know that most Cancer people, sun, moon, or rising, are very connected to the moon. So you're probably feeling this energy very strongly. And I just love the message that came through to you. So the first card that we have for you here is the Direction Guardian. This card comes up every single time I use this deck. Choose your path. We also have the Water Guardian come up for you, water babies. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. And then we also have See from a Higher Perspective, Eagle Spirit. And then we have Aquarius Full Moon, Show the World the Real You. So Cancer, you are being asked to share your emotions with the world. I know the world is not kind to people who are emotional, but you are being asked to connect with your emotions. The Direction Guardian also, he comes up, like I said, every time I use this deck, and it's asking you to choose your path. Specifically, I think for you, look at all of these feathered creatures here. We have first of all, we have the Eagle Spirit in two places here for you. And then we have the angel wings here, the Water Guardian wings here, and then the wings on the eagle. So you are being asked to share the wisdom of your emotions with the world. Aquarius is an air sign. We've got air, water. Aquarius is the water bearer, the water bringer, even though it is an air sign. Aquarius is out of the box thinking, whoa, let's learn from our emotions. Obviously, when we have too much water energy, you need to balance it out with something, and this energy is asking you to balance it out with air. And sharing, like, you can find wisdom with your emotions. If you are getting chills about something, notice what that is. Notice what that is. If you are feeling choked up or emotional about something, figure out why. Don't just try to suppress it. I know I'm a Pisces rising sign, so I have that water energy, and it's overwhelming sometimes, and we try to stuff it down and suppress it, and like, you can't be emotional right now, like, stop. But our emotions, we are emotional for a reason, and we need to share that with the world and hopefully drag emotions out of those people that aren't showing emotions at all. There is wisdom if you're in your emotions. And if you take that higher perspective, and you're going to be able, if you take the higher perspective and soar over the situation, you're going to be able to find your direction. If you are feeling, if this card comes up, if you are feeling lost and you don't know where to go, you're asking to take the higher road if you're in a conflict situation, which all of the readings so far have kind of hinted that there will be some sort of conflict or argument. Maybe it's around the holidays, being with family. I don't know what that is, but every single reading so far has brought up some sort of conflictive energy. But you need to show the real you. Don't suppress your emotions. Your emotions are a gift. You have a connection to the moon and that water energy and that intuition. Use it. It's going to be your guide. It's going to help you find direction for the next few weeks, for the rest of this moon cycle. And I think it's going to help you find direction for what path you want to take for next year. Don't hide your emotions, but remember to get that higher advantage or higher perspective so that you're not getting so overwhelmed and feeling just like drowned in your emotions. We also have this chakra card for you, which is a soul star chakra, which again is like air energy. We kind of think of crown chakra energy because it's the wisdom of the universe, the connection with the divine, but the soul star chakra is even higher above that, and even higher wisdom than that. So learn to hear the voice of your highest self. You're asking to get way up here in the upper chakras. Move that energy from your heart chakra and move it up into the higher chakras. Learn to hear the voice of your highest self, which speaks mostly in whispers when you are alone and quiet. You are feeling these tingles and chills and emotions bubbling up for a reason. What is the wisdom of your most aware and awakened self? You have lived many lives and are integrating the wisdom of those lifetimes today. You might, as a Cancer person, you might be able to, you might have these emotions and respond so emotionally to things because you have experienced everything before in past lives and understand exactly those emotions, even though you're not personally experiencing it in this lifetime. But when you are presented with something that brings up emotions in you, it could be that you are remembering a past life, so you know exactly what it feels like to be in that situation. And you want to take care of that person. You want to take care of that person and help that person. So you have lived many lives and are integrating the wisdom of those lifetimes today. Focus your attention and intention on activating the deeper awareness and wisdom of all you know. Know that you have the ability to integrate the fullness of all of your past life expressions in this moment. This is a soul star chakra again. The crystal is pink apotholite and the herb is heather. The last little keyword card that we have here is the joy card. Spread seeds of joy like wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the result. So we always talk about like water signs being emotional and all that sort of thing in a negative kind of concept. But hey, guess what? We're also joyous people and like to spread joy. We like all of the emotions. So spread the joy. Let the cleansing waters watch over you. Activate your air element. Gain a higher perspective so that you're able to find direction. Remember to look at your sun, moon, and rising sign as well that might help you kind of pinpoint what specifically this direction will take you. thank you so much, Cancer. I love you. Have a happy full moon. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Happy full moon in Gemini. This was a really interesting reading. So I am going to learn along with you with this reading, and we will dive into the book a little bit because I don't know, it kind of took me off guard. There was kind of, well, let's just jump into it. The first card here is Eagle, see from a higher perspective. Traveler, move in a new direction. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. And Taurus, full moon, your dreams need a practical plan. And I'll dive into the chakra and the keyword in a few minutes. So this card came up for another reading today also. So see from a higher perspective, Eagle Spirit Medicine is all about getting that bird's eye view advantage of situations. We also have the protective arrow energy come in, and it's every single reading so far has had some sort of protective element come in to it. So there is going to be some sort of conflict or situation where we are all being asked to take the higher road, gain the higher perspective. Specifically for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising here, that might be physically like removing yourself from situations. But let's read more about this Traveler card, because I don't know, it's interesting. Like, this is the first reading that involves my big three signs, and all of the other readings were so clear, but this one is a little bit cloudy for me. So we're just gonna like learn and see what this means together. I don't know, I guess maybe I'm too close to the situation that I'm like, first of all, like, I'm not traveling. Like, maybe some people are able to travel to see their family, and that's wonderful. But I'm not able to travel. So if you're not able to travel, this might be like an inward journey type of thing. So welcome any opportunities to travel, either to the outer world or to your inner worlds. The Traveler card represents the gypsy spirit within. The opportunity to move in a new direction is coming your way, and ancestral wisdom is encouraging you to welcome it with open arms. So this physical travel might be switching paths, is what it kind of sounds like. Going on a trip is an exciting process because not only do you learn about the world, you also learn about yourself. This card often comes up when you have a chance to go through a process of awakening and understand even more about the amazing qualities you have to share with the world. Often such journeys can be lonely, but this is in itself can teach you that you are never really alone, and your angels and ancestors are always there for you. The extended message of this card is that the road you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will be companions for a lifetime. This is a really interesting message. So I would love to hear how it is resonating with you. I'm really kind of struggling to see the connection, and I think that is like my own projection onto this, because I have some fears around taking a new path. So I am the message I'm going to focus on gaining the higher perspective, and with this Taurus energy. And it's kind of interesting because we're in Gemini now. We just passed through through Taurus, I was feeling this like extreme call to like get down into my planner and do the self-evaluation that is in the 2021 Just a Phase Moon Planner and really plan. So I think maybe Taurus moon's energy is going to be my planning time. So your dreams need a practical plan. I think the rest of this moon cycle is going to be about reflecting and figuring out what our path is going to be for 2022. We also have this root chakra card here. The crystal is red jasper and the herb is rosemary. No worries. Remember that protection is your divine birthright. Ground your energy into Gaia with a vibrant garnet red grounding cord that you send from between your hips down into the depths of her sacred womb. Send all of your fears, worries, and concerns down that cord and feed them back into the earth where they can be transformed and transmuted, returning to you as usable white light. Funny that I was talking about having some fears around taking a new path. So here we go. I need to send my worries down to the earth. And this is also a very important card if you are doing a spiritual journey, if you're doing like a guided meditation or a shamanistic kind of journey where you're going deep within in a deep meditation, or maybe trying some astral travel, some dream work, some sort of like travel, but not physical travel. I'm not really sure why I can't figure out how to word that. But it's really important for when you're doing that sort of thing is to stay grounded and stay connected and stay protected, because you don't know what you're going to encounter in the depths of the subconscious. Our keyword here is the night, which is kind of interesting. So maybe this is going to be an astral travel kind of meditative journey versus a physical journey, unless you're traveling to see family. Find comfort in the night where the world switches off and the stars turn bright. So this, again, kind of points to dream work. Maybe that's going to help you plan, gain a different perspective. Remember that you are grounding and protecting yourself, Leo. I hope you have a happy full moon, and remember to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign as well. Happy full moon, Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. The first card we have for you is the Fire Guardian, Ignite Your Passions. We also have the Hunter, Track Down Your Fears and Desires. We also have the Snake, Shed Old Skin. What do you need to release? Waning Moon. And I will get to the chakra and the keyword card in a second. So this is a really interesting reading for you, Virgo. I'm going to start with the snake because that's kind of the big emphasis here. We have the what do you need to release, and we have shed old skin. So I think that this new moon in Gemini and the next 2 weeks of the waning moon phase or moon cycle, you really need to focus on the shedding and releasing and the letting go, because that is going to make room for your passion and desire to grow. I'm going to read from the Hunter card because I love this card in this deck. I'm just going to read it. I just really love the way they put this. So the message of this card is to track down all of your fearful thoughts and feelings. When you find them, you will find your desires true. This is so important when we are confronted by things that scare us, and getting down to the bottom of why they scare us and finding that it's because we're afraid of failing at something that means so much to us, something that we are so passionate about. The Hunter card is based on my favorite Celtic god, Cernunnos. He is the stag god of the wild and represents both the hunted and the hunter. Similarly, the hunter helps you connect with an energy that is both fearful and fearless. Your fears are the only things that are standing between you and what you desire at this time. So you have to come face to face with them, as the hunter does with wild animals, and go beyond them. So you're being asked to find out what your fears are and to shed and release them. The extended message of this card is, instead of being hunted down by your fears or other feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. You are being given confidence and strength at this time. So use your power to make a difference. You are not here to cower away or live in the shadows. You are here to realize your fullest potential, but that can only occur when you step up and do what needs to be done. When this card arises, there could be an opportunity to face an aspect of yourself, of your past, or bring closure to a situation that has been haunting you. Very cool. I feel so. This full moon in Gemini is, so far with all the readings, is feeling very important. Like there's this pivotal thing that is happening right now that is going to place you on the path to achieve your highest desires. Actually, I think maybe Gemini had this fire guardian as well. But yeah, it seems like so far Gemini and Virgo, this is a very pivotal moment for you personally. And checking into your other sun, your sun, moon, or rising sign can kind of help you pinpoint exactly what that information means for you. We also have the love connection card come out. So there is an intelligence in the heart that cannot be denied or even explained, only felt. You are sifting through old layers of discontent, connecting with the authenticity and the divinity of who you are now. Your heart is teaching you that all you have ever desired or imagined has always been within you, awaiting your intention and courage to allow it. The courage to face your fears and allow your passion to come through. New allies will arrive to you soon in human form. You have attracted them, and they will easily align to this frequency of the heart-based connection. This is a heart chakra card. The crystal is girasol and the herb is lavender. And then the last message we have is to reconnect. Secrets lurk in the captive shadows deep in the woods. The secrets are your fears unlocking your desires. So really big energy for you, Virgo. I encourage you to use this Gemini full moon to communicate your fears, and that is like pulling them outside of yourself, writing them down in a journal, talking to a friend about it. You are going to attract a human, earth-based human who is going to help you maybe connect with this fear, desire, or help you believe in yourself to go after your dreams. Once you release those fears and shed that old skin. And I wish you the best, Virgo. I'm really excited to hear what this means for you. So please comment below. And don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign as well. Hi, Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Welcome to your reading for the Gemini full moon. The first card that we have for you is the Eagle card. See from a higher perspective. We also have the Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Druid, hold the space. We also have confidence is your key to success, a new moon in Leo card, and I will get into the chakra and the keyword in a second here. So this is a really beautiful reading for Libra. It is the first reading of all of these zodiac signs so far to not have a huge protection message. Libra, as you probably know if you are a Libra sun, moon, and rising sign, is ruled by Venus. So love is the ruler of Libra energy. And the thing that comes to mind for Libra and the upcoming holidays to me is that Libra is, I feel like everybody needs to have Libra energy at their party, because you seem to be able to bring out the best in people and sort of like even things out. If you have, like, say you had a party of like, well, we're talking about holiday parties now, but like um, maybe you've got like some coworkers and some old friends, and then maybe your family's in town, and you're like, how do all of these people and all of these aspects of your life um, are going to interact with each other? If you throw a Libra into that mix, they will be able to find, or you will be able to find the common ground. Those of you that are Libra, sun, moon, and rising, like you're able to figure out how this work person can relate to your oldest best friend and your mom all at the same time. Like you just have this ability to like pull the commonalities together, balance things out so that they're not so uneven. So I think that's exactly what you're being asked to do for the rest of the full moon cycle, or the rest of this moon cycle, the following 2 weeks, which is holidays, New Year, Christmas, all the things. I think you're also being asked to pause, because we have the Druid card here and hold the space, and he kind of asks you, I want to specifically bring up, oh yeah, so your keyword is also change. Falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. So I think that you are one of the signs that is going to really thrive on kind of hibernating and allowing that change of season kind of progress without making too many actions. However, which one was it? I can't, it was, I think it was Druid. Let's look at what Druid says. It's really interesting that you get this change card, but yeah, so the Druid card asks you, do not change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to be. It needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree, it has strong roots yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. I think that you're just like, you're supposed to be like, stay where you're planted and not necessarily make any moves. I think you're the one that's going to be holding the space for everybody, especially with this heart guardian. You are being asked to love and let yourself be loved. I think that's, we have to take the higher perspective. The eagle has come up, I can't even count now. It's at least 3 readings. I think this is the 4th that the eagle has come up, where we're being asked to take the higher road. If there's any conflict or situation, be the bigger person, be the one that holds the space, and is ruled by compassion and making sure that it's for the highest good of all and not just being defensive and nitpicky or whatever. I think that's you, Libra. You're just going to be holding the space and balancing things out, and maybe being kind of like a mediator in these kind of situations. The chakra card you got is Inner Well. Tap into your well of strength and draw from your inner reservoir of divine power. You have everything you need within you, awaiting your remembrance, exploration, excavation, and ultimately your mastery. Confidently claim your unique power and gifts in this world and ground into the truth that you are held, supported, and kept safe in the arms of the loving universe. So you are able to hold this space and be the compassionate one and take the higher road because you are divinely guided to do so. You're protective and rooted by the divine. You're also reminded that this is your gift. This is your gift to balance and even things out. So confidence is your key to success. I think being confident in the balancer, the mediator, the heart space holder, be confident in that. And I kind of get the feeling that you might feel the need to flee, but like if you flee, there won't be that balance there. So we need your energy in those situations, and we thank you for it. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign, and see like where you can kind of like put the pieces together a little bit more to see where and how you might be needing to balance that energy out. So thank you so much. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and please like and subscribe. Hello, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. We have some very powerful messages for you today, so let's just jump right into it. We have the Sage. Be devoted and committed. We also have the Stargazer. Set your sights higher. And Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. Alrighty, and then we also have Expect Powerful Change with a New Moon and Eclipse card. We have Unbridled Passion, which I will read in a moment. And then we also have Journey, Branch Out into the New Worlds. So I think for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you are on a journey, and it's going to be a very profound one. I think that this full moon and the rest of this moon cycle in this year is going to be a turning point, a pivotal shift, and you're being asked to stay devoted and committed, to set your sights higher, and to be fearless and stand strong. These are super powerful messages to be combined with each other. And I'm going to read a few things from the book that was like kind of striking to me of how all of these cards connect. So the Sage card asks you to be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. The Sage represents the wise one within. When this card arises, it shows that you are preparing to become a great and insightful teacher for your peers. This card is also about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and all of your inner workings, because that awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. The observation card this card is also about observation and becoming more aware. That really struck me because we also have the Stargazer here, which I will jump into his message. There's a lot of S cards here. Okay. So go beyond your limitations and believe the impossible is possible. So Scorpio energy is kind of intense. It's deep, it's dark, it's mysterious. And that's why we need your energy, because we need these deep, dark things to be brought to the surface. You are here to give us the intensity that we need to break barriers, to evolve and progress and grow as a society, as a collective, as individuals. We need you to set your sights super high. That's what the message from this card is. And to not worry about it, because you are the warrior and you are strong and fearless, and you're able to, I mean, this guy kind of looks like the Scorpio energy to me. Be fearless and stand strong. You're really being asked to like not be afraid of showing your Scorpio-ness, and I'm all here for it. And when you do this, expect powerful change. Expect the unexpected. Branch out into new worlds with unbridled passion. You are passion incarnate. Your seductive and sensual energy, Scorpio, weaves your relationships with intensity. Intensity. Reconnecting you with the ecstasy of creation, both within and without. Your soul is nourished by your desires, allowing you to manifest your deepest and trust intentions with enthusiasm. Let this wild, sexy energy flow freely from you. It is one of your soul gifts. Cultivate it accordingly. This is a sacral chakra card. The crystal is Shiva Lingam, which I'm not familiar with, and the herb is licorice. Ironically, a black, a black herb. Well, it's not, the herb isn't black, but typically black jelly beans are your licorice flavor. So this is very intense energy. This is very powerful energy, and use your sacral chakra to fuel, to spark this journey that you are on. And remember to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign as well. Thanks so much, Scorpio. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks. Hi, Sagittarius friends. Happy full moon in Gemini. This is your reading if you are a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. The first card that we have here is the Great Teacher. This is the second time the Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences, has shown up for us. I find it very interesting for Sagittarius readings. I'll tell you why in a second. We also have the Traitor. Exchange energy to create abundance. We also have Sun. Enjoy success and happiness. And then we have full moon energies, surrender to the divine. We also have no worries, and I'll read that card in a moment, and surprises. So I love this energy for you, because Sagittarius, we are here in your season. This is your birthday energy, your birthday month. We just had your new moon. So we are closing out Sagittarius season, the Sagittarius sun season. So I think you're just being asked to celebrate you, celebrate your life, celebrate new beginnings for you. I think it's also interesting that we have this full moon energy for a full moon in Gemini. Full moon energy is all about celebrating things. So look, we've got the sun and the moon. We're celebrating the dark and the light. We're celebrating you and all of the different aspects of Sagittarius energy. So with these two cards that come up, the Great Teacher card is based on Jesus. And I think it's kind of interesting because this guy also has Jesus vibes to me. And we're about to celebrate Jesus's birthday. So I just think that's kind of interesting. The Great Teachers learn from spiritual experiences. Talks about learning spiritually, either being a spiritual teacher yourself or learning from another teacher, spiritual teacher. The Traitor also has kind of the same vibe. These are very similar cards. He says exchange energy to create abundance. So this kind of makes me think that like either you are going to be teaching somebody else, or you are going to be learning from somebody. And this might be like, maybe you're really knowledgeable about one thing, and you're going to exchange that knowledge for something that you're not really familiar with somebody else. And it will be like this equal exchange of information and knowledge. I think that like not really like, I mean, this is big energy here, but I think it's more of just like, it's your fucking birthday. It's the holidays. Like, let's celebrate. We also have the no worries card. Remember that protection is your divine birthright. Ground your energy into Gaia with a vibrant garnet red grounding cord that you send from between your hips down into the depths of the sacred womb. Send all your fears, worries, and concerns down that cord and feed them back into the earth, where they can be transformed and transmuted, returning to you as usable white light. This is a root chakra card. The crystal is red jasper and the herb is rosemary. So I think this, because it's your birthday month, it's your moon. Don't forget to celebrate, but also remember that your birthday is also the dark moon time of the year. So it's about kind of hibernating, reflecting on the year. I mean, this time of year we are doing that already, but because it's your birthday, we're also like reflecting and, oh, I'm a year older, and that sort of thing. We're also entering into a new year, so a lot of reflection, but I think for you this is just going to be celebrating. Oh, and the surprises was under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden as surprises. So I think that just like celebrate, be happy, do some reflection, think about next year, but also check into your sun, moon, and rising sign to kind of help get you put the pieces together a little bit better to have a wider perspective on what this means for you. So thank you so much, Sagittarius. Happy birthday, happy full moon. Thank you so much, and let me know what you think in the comments. Hello, Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. Let's just jump in to see what cards you have. Sorry. We've done so many, I'm kind of like lost and don't know where I am right now. Okay, so Air Guardian. Shift your perception. Oracle. Wait for important information. Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. Taurus full moon, your dreams need a practical plan. Let go, and I will read that in a moment, and renew. And we'll get into that. Well, no, let's start with this. So renew. So Capricorn, if you are Capricorn sun, we are coming up on your birthday. We're coming up on your season. So if you are a Capricorn sun, your year phase is that you're in the dark moon phase, because we're right about to your birthday and your new moon phase. So nature continually renews itself year after year. So you are kind of in a dark moon phase of your life. Personally, leading up to my birthday, I kind of feel a little bit gloomy. Nobody likes getting older, so that's kind of the energy that we get for you this time of year around this full moon, because our next new moon will be in Capricorn. So you're being asked with the Air Guardian to change your perspective. So Capricorn wants to go in an achievement. You want to get things done. You like to work hard. But I think you're kind of just being asked to gain a different perspective. The Oracle makes me feel, well, it does say wait on here. I was going to say the Oracle makes me feel like waiting, receiving messages. So Capricorn energy is earth energy, and you're used to being really grounded and stable. You're being asked to check in with the upper chakras up here, your third eye, your crown, and your soul star. And remember that you have the magic within. You don't have to look for it anywhere else. You have magic within you. And you're just being asked to pause. This is your dark moon. We're in winter, we're hibernating. I know Capricorn is really good about achieving and accomplishing and going and striving. But your dreams need a practical plan. So you're being asked to wait, receive the messages from the divine, maybe taking some time out to meditate, making sure that you're renewing, and using the waning moon cycle to let go. Release negative attachments. Be centered in body, mind, and spirit. Remember that you belong within Mother Earth's embrace, that Gaia's life force is your own, and it flows into you and through you, propelling and protecting you, and shrouding you in peace. Let Gaia hold what is no longer yours or in service to you. This is a root chakra card. The crystal is jet, and the herb is clove. So earth is your element. The root chakra is your element. You are grounded and stable and connected, but you're being asked to stay connected, stay rooted, release the things that don't serve you, and allow new information, new wisdom, new air energy, new divine guidance to flow through you and into you, so that you can awaken and unlock the magic within. With this, this is a very straightforward reading for you, Capricorn. Taurus energy is easy for you to connect to because you're earthly as well. But you need to rest, renew, receive messages, and formulate a plan before you take any actions. So be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign also to see how these puzzle pieces kind of connect with each other, and you can get a bigger picture of what we're talking about here for the full moon in Gemini. So thank you so much, Capricorn. Happy almost birthday, and please comment below and let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much. Hello, Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. These are your cards for the full moon in Gemini. The first one we have here is snake, shed old skin. We also have spring, see your seeds grow. We also have peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Don't we look alike? Whenever I pick this card, I'm like, I'm always wearing my hair like her. You are good enough. This is a full moon in Virgo card. Transformation, I'll read into that in a second. And we also have a journey as our keyword. So, as we are the second to last zodiac sign, it's really interesting that we have repeating messages coming up. We have seen the snake and we have seen the spring already in the other messages. So I'm really curious if these same messages appeared for the same people. Like, I think that this is the second time and maybe the second or third time for the snake. So I'm kind of curious if like there is one person out there that got the snake in all three or got spring in all three. So the energy that I personally feel, I don't know if it's because this is the 11th reading that I've done recorded today, but I feel so tired, and I don't know if that is for you, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising, or if I'm just tired from doing the readings. But that's kind of the energy that I kind of feel like you're shedding this old skin. You're composting. We just went through fall. We're about to start. We're about to come to the winter solstice on the 21st. So I think like this shadow season was about composting and releasing. You're still needing to release and shed this old skin to nourish and plant your seeds for spring. It is kind of strange energy to be thinking of spring in the middle of winter. So I think you're being asked not to fight it. Just kind of like go with the flow, be the peacekeeper. What did I say? Peacekeeper? The peacekeeper. And just kind of like, I don't know. I'm really getting the go easy on yourself. I'm feeling this like tired, overwhelmed energy, and just do the releasing, do the hibernation. Remember that you are good enough. Be kind to yourself. Transformation card says like you're shedding the skin. You're ready to be this new version of yourself. So you are becoming a lighter, a lighter and easier version of yourself now. And your transformation is clear for all to see. Focus your attention and intention on sharing what you have learned with others. Remember that as you ascend, you lead the way for those not yet at your level of awareness or development.
If you feel called to teach, honor that calling. Your very being is both a mirror and an example, inspiring others to carry on with grace. This is a soul star chakra card. The crystal is pink sapphire and the herb is rose. And I think it goes very well with this. Like, there has been in all the readings, there's kind of seemed like there will be some sort of conflict or like regression as we're going around old friends and family members who, like, a lot of times people aren't really ready to let go of who you've been in the past. So that makes it kind of difficult for you to let go and for you to shed that old skin as well. So remember just that, like, you are becoming the best version of yourself, and to not even fight or argue with other people defending yourself. You know who you are on the inside. You know that you're doing your best. You know that you are good enough. So it's not even worth the energy to fight it. I feel like you're just tired and you don't have the energy to fight it. So you don't have to. You can be the best version of yourself, and I don't know, maybe the shedding process will be leaving those haters behind. So don't worry about them. You're on a journey to branch out into new worlds, and it feels. I know you're tired right now, but it feels good. It feels like moving forward, and just being kind and gentle to yourself. You are good enough. Take the peace road. Peace out. Peace out, Aquarius. Be sure to check your sun, moon, and rising sign and let me know in the comments below how they resonated with you. Thank you so much. Hello, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising signs. This is your reading for the full moon in Gemini. Last but not least, let's dive into it. Sun, enjoy success and happiness. Fire guardian, ignite your passion. Oracle, wait for important information. Nothing will come of this. Void of course, moon. Love connection, and I'll read that message in a moment. And surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. So, really, since this is the last of all of the zodiac signs, it's really interesting that we have had all of these come up in the earlier readings. So I'm really interested to find out if there is like any particular person that got the fire guardian in all three of their readings. It's I think the oracle we've only seen twice, and the sun maybe we've only seen twice, but the fire guardian I know we've seen at least 3 times, if not more. So this is really interesting that this is really a time where we're in the winter season, or we're about to head into the official start of winter. And this is a time for resting, reflecting, hibernating, rejuvenating, that sort of thing. But because this fire guardian has come up a lot, I feel like there's something that we have collectively, or the people who are receiving this message are have been kind of cultivating and kindling some sort of creative passion. And specifically for you, Pisces, you're not being asked to act on any of it right now. We have the void of course moon, which nothing will come of this situation. A void of course moon is every time the moon transverses through a sign, as it's moving into another, that is the void of course period. It's not it's like, for example, like Aquarius is before you, Aries is after you. So it's like from Aries to Pisces, there's this kind of moment where you're not in Aries, but you're not in Pisces either. So it's just this in-between time. We also have this oracle message that is asking you to wait for important information. You're not being asked to do anything right now. Your passions are kind of like simmering under the radar, on the back burner or whatever. But I think you're just kind of asked to enjoy this time connect with your family. Oh, we also have a love connection. There is an intelligence in the heart that cannot be denied or even explained, only felt. And Pisces is very familiar with feeling all the feelings. You are sifting through old layers of discontent, connecting with authenticity and divinity of who you are now. Your heart is teaching you that all you have ever desired or imagined has always been within you, awaiting your intention and courage to allow it. New allies will arrive to you soon in human form. You have attracted them, and they will easily align to this frequency of heart-based connection. This is a heart chakra card. The crystal is girasol, and the herb is lavender. So I think that you're just really being asked to wait, pause, but enjoy yourself, have fun, go to the holiday party, celebrate with your family, whatever it is. And it will be your time, maybe within the next moon cycle, I don't know, or just next year. You're just kind of like percolating on some ideas and some passions right now. And I think if you allow for this pause, which I know is very difficult to do, Pisces, you might not have trouble doing it but for some of the other signs, if you're a Pisces rising or a Pisces moon, and then your sun sign is like Aries or something like that, like you might have trouble just waiting and pausing. But Pisces energy usually doesn't have. Pisces is sometimes overwhelmed because they're feeling anything anyways, and we know that we need to rest and recharge. So you shouldn't have a problem waiting. Make some love connections. If you allow yourself this and give yourself that pause and this void of course energy, I think you will find the key to ignite your passions. So that's it. That completes the readings. Please let me know how all three resonated with you, if they did. If not, let me know anyways. And I hope you have a happy full moon in Gemini. I hope to see you. Come hang out with me on Twitch. I will be doing full moon readings live over there. So if you'd like a more kind of like personal, it's personal, but also public. So you get to hang out with like-minded people, and we get to interact, and you get to give me feedback. So it is a little bit more personal in a public setting. So come hang out with me on Twitch. I'll be doing live readings on Saturday for the full moon. That is tomorrow. And yeah, I'd really love to see you there. I hope you have a happy full moon, and don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign as well. Thank you so much.